So it's a 1947 German helmet, FLEETLINE, and the color is two-tone blue, Liberty Blue is what they called it. So I don't know if you're familiar with the FLEETLINE or the Chevy marks, but when World War I and World War II was going on, they had paused production on the vehicles or the metals because they needed it for war fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then when the wars were over, they went back into production. They started selling the vehicles back into the public.
Mm-hmm.
And so this particular one, it's a German helmet because it was made in homage to the war that was going overseas. So for me, when I was shopping for the bombitas, when I joined the Army, first duty station was Germany. Yeah, so it took me a long time to find, the car that I liked for me that was fitting. And so as soon as I saw that it was blue is one of my favorite colors. And then I'm like, it's here in California. And then, being a German helmet, I'm like, of course, perfect and fitting for me. And similar to a lot of people here in Southern California, you kind of grow up in the culture and the lifestyle. My dad had his cars. My brother had his cars. He has his Impala also. My sister rides a Harley Davidson. So it's kind of one of those things that we just bond over now as adults, so had I had the financial means to purchase a car a long time ago, I probably would have done it out of work and
I get that
and get the money for it. But the car itself, it's a thing for me. My padrino, he had a bombita. He passed away a couple years ago. He made it to the Arizona Super Show, and so I think after his passing, it just reignited the desire of wanting this style of car
to keep the tradition alive and whatnot. That's nice.
And just kind of to go full circle with the journey of growing up in Southern California and then joining the military, going overseas, having come back, and
nice.
I've done a variety of things over there, but you always come back home because this is home. You feel nostalgic here, and it's nice to cruise up and down the 126 and see the palm trees, and it's nice being a lady behind the wheel
right?
too. I didn't realize how much we stood out.
Mm-hmm.
Until I got behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then right now when I was taking out of storage, there was a gentleman who came up. He's like, "Oh, really nice. What years?" And I told him 1947. He's like, "It's yours?" I said, "It's mine." He's like, "It's yours years ago. It's mine."
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid. It's got the titles in my name, everything.
Right. Well, the lowrider culture is mainly male predominant.
Mm-hmm.
So to see like a female behind the wheel is, it's good and it's empowering, especially for like the younger generation. Yeah. And whatnot. It's awesome.
Yeah. So it's been really nice. Since I bought the vehicle, I've gone to a few events. It just really depends when I come in town.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my most favorite ones was actually here at Isbel in spring, before they let out for summer. And they invited some people with old, classic cars. And so there may have been like 6 cars there, and I was the only one there as a woman. And so the girls right away, they were very caught by surprise, and so I had them get inside and hit the siren and things like that. They were super excited. So one of the girls, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I had to take a picture of the whole dash." And so my brother was next to me in his car, so the girls get inside his also, and the teacher's walking by, and the teacher says, "Okay girls, but no boys." And the girls started giggling. And I told them, I said, "That's the point. You get behind the wheel."
Right.
And then the little girls, they had a little aha moment. Mm-hmm. And they started crying.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm like, "Don't cry."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "But this is so inspiring. It's so inspiring. I never, we never thought that this is something." Like, I grew up 1 block away from the school. Literally, my parents live off of Harvard and one of the streets right there next to it.
That's nice.
I'm a small town girl also.
Yeah.
We grew up seeing it, so that to me was a really cool moment. I said, okay, it's gonna be okay, because
SergFlicks.